What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel. It's the Choose here from Choose to Explore, where we teach you guys how to see the world
and save $1. So today we are exploring San Francisco, and a trip to San Francisco is not complete until you check out Alcatraz. So we're really excited to learn about all the history and everything that it was about.
So stay tuned, you guys don't want to miss this one here. We took a quick ferry from the Pier 33, and each person was about $41, but the ticket also includes audio tour, which is about included in the price for $13 per person. So let's check it out. All right, so from the ferry checkpoint to walking up to where the audio house tour starts is a little bit of a walk. They said it's equivalent to about 13 stories, so we're going up there.
And just beware, there's a bunch of birds here, and some of them are aggressive.
Aggressive. And we finally made it up. And if you don't want to walk up, or if you are disabled, it is accessible via these. So definitely a lot easier to do it that way. So right here is where inmates were taken in. They were given their garments and they were searched for narcotics. Also right here is where they showered. So there was no privacy here. It was literally just an open shower with no walls. So as I said earlier, included in your ticket is an audio tour. So we got them, we're all connected, and we'll walk you guys through what it's like. Alcatraz was a prison for 29 years, and in those 29 years, it housed over 1,500 of the worst prisoners in the world. During its time, there were 14 escape attempts, but it was really hard to escape from here.
So the tour starts by showing us who some of the guards were and who the prisoners were as well. So they show us pictures, and they also play some of their voices in the audio tour. The prisoners, they said they were known as numbers, no longer their names, so they were really stripped of their identities.
So shortly after they walk in, they walk through a place called Broadway. And they called it Broadway because it's the first time that the inmates got to look at what they call the fresh fish, or the new inmates. And this place looks crazy.
And each cell was really tiny. It was only 5 feet wide and 7 feet tall.
So typically on Saturdays and Sundays, inmates would be given 2.5 hours to go outside into the recreation area.
So next on the tour, we went through D Block, which is actually the least popular section of the prison.
So when we went through, we realized how much bigger and roomier these rooms are. So we thought that most people would want to be here. But in actuality, a lot of people complained that it was so cold here, and you also heard the wind whistling through these rooms. So it was not that popular.
But of course, nobody would prefer to be in D Block, because this is also where there was solitary confinement, which is also called the Hole.
And the holes were cells 9 through 14. And it was 24 hours of pitch darkness. You could stay a maximum of 19 days here. So imagine 19 days, no light, no people, no nothing. Horrible. So the well-behaved prisoners got library privileges, and this was their escape, something for them to look forward to. They said that literate inmates read between 75 and 100 books per year. Way more than I read.
Also, some of the prisoners had privileges to take different courses and achieve higher education as well.
And right through the library, you have the good cells. And these were more desirable than the other cells, mostly because they had direct sunlight.
So also on holidays, particularly during New Year's Eve, they could hear the party boats passing by. They'll hear people singing and laughing and hear the fireworks. And that was something that they would really look forward to.
Every year. Something that I found very interesting was that they had these little peek holes with these amazing views of San Francisco. They also talk about an escape attempt that happened in 1962, where 3 prisoners escaped using dummy heads made of soap, cement, and paint, and they put them under their blankets. And they escaped through the cells through small vents using spoons.
So also segregation was present in Alcatraz. So they separated all of the black people from the other races, and all the other races could be co-inhabited with each other, but the black people were separated.
And next we went to the dining room, which could have been the most dangerous room for prisoners and guards alike. and everyone was given a spoon and knife and 20-minute meals 3 times a day.
But in case of any dangerous activities, the room was equipped with tear gas just in case, but they never did have to use it.
But Alcatraz was said to have the best food in the prison system. In 1963, Alcatraz actually closed, but not because of inhumane conditions, instead of how expensive it was to operate the prison. And this brings up important questions about prison reform.
And they have an entire section dedicated to mass incarceration in the United States.
And I definitely would recommend visiting that right after. So that's our tour here at Alcatraz. It's crazy how they transformed the Rock into a U.S. national park, and it's amazing to learn about the history here.
Thank you for checking out our video and supporting our channel. Just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.